Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel, Meals with Mack. Alright, so our meal tonight is going to be, again, brunch inspired. It's going to be my take on shrimp and grits, only I'm going to do deep fried king crab legs with the andouille sausage gravy on the top. Alright, and then our cocktail is going to be a frozen strawberry mimosa. You guys excited? Let's go. Alright guys, so here's all the ingredients that we're going to need for tonight's dish. It's pretty straightforward, pretty simple. Alright. But so here we go. So we have our king crab legs. I got these again from my local supermarket, and up here in New York I can get them really big, really nice. All right, so these are some really nice king crab legs. Only got 2 of them. Okay, so what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna break these down, and then the clusters I'm gonna use in our andouille sausage gravy. All right, so here's our seasonings we're gonna use. All right, I have my Creole seasoning, my garlic seasoning, my onion powder, and then we're gonna put some table salt in the gravy as well. Here's my andouille sausage already chopped up. All right, over here I have my grits, and then of course, like I do pretty much with every meal that I cook, guys, is my holy trinity. All right, so let's go ahead and get started on the sausage and the gravy. All right. All right, guys, so we're gonna go ahead and get started on our andouille sausage gravy or sauce. All right, so the first thing I'm gonna do, I'm gonna come with a little bit of extra virgin olive oil, about a teaspoon and a half. All right, and so in this is what I'm gonna use, and I'm gonna add the our holy trinity to, right? All right, so along with that, so I got my extra virgin olive oil in, so I'm gonna do about a half a stick of butter as well. All right, so I'm gonna go ahead and add that in and let that melt down. All right, now the key to this, we don't want the butter to burn. All right, we just want to melt it down and let that sauce come down really, really good. All right. And I'm going to use unsalted butter because, yes, we're going to season this. So if you're trying to watch those sodium levels as it goes into your dish, that's something you want to look for, right? All right, so now I'm going to go ahead. I'm going to add my red onions and my bell peppers to this. Oh, that looks good. All right, and again, we're just gonna sweat these down. All right, and we want to give them a really nice saute. All right, we want them to get to that nice translucent soft color. All right, I'm gonna follow right behind that with our celery. All right, and for this I did about 1/3 of a cup of onions. Just dice those up really nice. Same thing with the bell peppers, dice those up really nice, and then as well with the celery, I only use like 2 celery stalks. All right, so for, of course, a larger portion you want to use, for larger servings you want to use a little bit more. All right, but just for this one I only use, that's how much I use for this one. All right, so we're just going to sweat these down really nice, just like this, and as these start to cook down and start to get translucent, start to sweat down, starting to change color a little bit, then we're going to go ahead and add the andouille sausage to it. All right, but this is where we want it to be, right here. And like I said, guys, I love cooking with the holy trinity, the celery, the bell peppers, and the onions, and I love red onions. It's just that flavor profile that comes out of it that really takes your dish to another level. So we're going to cook those down, but when I add that andouille sausage and the seasonings to it, man, it's something else, all right? Because now, once it starts cooking, and it goes through that cooking process with the andouille sausage, now we're going to get the heat from that andouille sausage and the flavors and the seasonings all coming through that. And the one that I'm using, there's really no particular brand out there that I'll endorse right now, but there is a good one that I get here at the local store here. It's probably about the close I can get to home down south as far as a good flavor of an andouille sausage. So it's a really, really good one. This is Chef Andouille that I use. His is really, really good, and like I said, I get it at the local market here. But man, the flavor and the aroma right now, I haven't even seasoned this, guys, and I guess that's the thing that always takes me back to home, is that just the onions, the bell pepper, and the celery with that butter and the olive oil cooking, the aroma coming off of that is just just really amazing. All right, but hang out, guys. We're gonna saute these down. We're gonna add the sausage to it, and we're gonna continue on. This is gonna be, again, that sauce and gravy that we're gonna add to our cheese grits. All right, guys, so welcome back. Again, thank you for watching my channel. Thank you for liking and subscribing. I appreciate all the support that I get from you guys. Every follower I have, I just really just know that it's really appreciated. All right, so we got our onions and our bell pepper and our celery cooked down right where we want it. They're starting to get really soft, starting to get that nice translucent color. So I can go ahead and I'm going ahead and add the andouille sausage to this. All right, so we're gonna go ahead, we're gonna cook these down as well. All right, and now as that, and the thing that we want, as that andouille sausage cooks down, as it cooks down, it starts to brown. All right, along with this dish, the flavors and the seasonings of that andouille sausage is gonna start to come out. All right, so I went ahead and I diced mine up. I just did the little, the little traditional pinwheels that I'm pretty sure pretty much everybody's mom did at home. All right, whenever they added something to a dish. All right, so and the reason I did that, the reason I didn't grind it up, I still want, when I eat the dish or when I serve this dish, I still want to get a nice bite from it. I don't want to ground it up or anything. I kind of want this. I want this sauce to be kind of rustic and add itself to the cheese grits, because the overall goal is, what I would love is for the cheese grits along with this andouille sausage gravy to stand alone almost as its own dish, right? All right, so that's what we're shooting for. All right. So right now, and I can tell you, they're already, it's like it just pops. As soon as you add that andouille sausage to it, it just pops, and now I'm starting to get the smell and the flavors coming out that andouille sausage, right? And I'm cooking right now at a medium to high heat. So now let's go ahead and add a little seasoning. So I'm gonna go ahead and add my garlic powder to this. All right. I'm gonna add my onion powder. Add that to it as well. All right. And then I'm gonna add just a little bit of Tony Satcher's Creole seasoning. All right, I'm gonna add that to it as well. About a teaspoon and a half of that. All right. So let's go ahead and incorporate all of these. Oh yeah, that's exactly where we want to be at, guys. Exactly where we want to be at. And again, the smell and the flavors coming off of this is great. All right. And that's what we want. That color. That beautiful, beautiful green color is coming through. Oh man. And the andouille sausage. Oh man, that's looking good and that's smelling good, right? Alright, so now we're gonna do a couple of things, right? Alright, so we got it right about where we want it to be. Right? Got it right about where we want it to be. Alright, so now I'm gonna come with about half a cup. I'm not gonna put all my chicken stock in, but I'm gonna add just a little bit of chicken stock to this. Because I want, again, I want it more saucy. All right, I don't want something really thick. All right, I don't want a thick gravy. I want a nice smooth, almost kind of liquefied as a sauce with this, right? There we go, yes. Oh, that's gonna be good. It's gonna be good right there where I want it. All right. And now the next thing, of course, like I do in a lot of my videos and a lot of my meals. All right, we're gonna add Uncle Nearest 1884. All right, this is the small batch. All right, the small batch whiskey of it. Uncle Nearest, if anyone knows anything about Uncle Nearest, this is the gentleman who actually taught, a black gentleman who actually taught Jack Daniels how to make his whiskey, right? So, and I love this, and of course I want to support black-owned businesses. All right, so we're gonna add, ooh, I almost dropped it. We're gonna add about an ounce and a half of it into the dish. All right, I haven't partaked of it yet. I just opened that bottle. I will drink some, but I haven't partaked of it yet. All right, Haven't had any yet. There we go. Oh, that looks good. And now that flavor right there. So we're gonna infuse the bourbon into this, right? And now it's starting to get that nice golden brown color into it. All right. And we're just gonna let this slow simmer. We're just gonna let this slow simmer. And we're just gonna let now all the seasonings, the andouille sausage, the Creole seasoning, the garlic powder, the onion powder, we're just gonna let all that come together, all right? We're just gonna let all that come together, just like that. And I'm gonna reduce this down just a little bit. I'm gonna reduce this down just a little bit. I'm gonna turn my heat down just a little bit, because this is where we want to be at with this dish. All right, guys. All right. Thanks for watching. Again, Meals with Mack. Hey guys, welcome back. So we're gonna go ahead and start breaking down our crab legs, getting ready to get them deep fried. So again, these, I have some nice large king crab legs, and I just went with these because honestly, I just wanted something nice and big that would honestly, one, look really good in a presentation once I cook them. All right. And then two, just it's gonna hold up during the frying process. All right. So like I said, these clusters, we're gonna break these down, and we're gonna add those to our gravy that we just started making. Right. So we're gonna add those right at the end, right before we plate it, and we add it to our cheese grits. All right. So we're gonna break these off. And these are some really nice clusters, guys. All right. And then for the rest of these, we're gonna go ahead and fry. All right, so I'm gonna break these down, get all the meat out of these, and as you can see, these right here, look at that. Let's look at all that beautiful meat that's right there in that one. Let's see. I'll break this one down too. Same deal. All right. There we go. Just like that. All right. Just want to get that out just like that. All right. Nice fresh crab legs, just like that, guys. All right. Break this one down. There we go. Just like that. Know how you're gonna get some good meat out of that one. So I keep a pair of kitchen utensil scissors. All right, just kind of help with the process, getting that good meat out of there. All right, just peel those open just like that. Oh, look at that one. That one looks beautiful. Really, really nice. There we go. All right. So we can break this other one down as well. There we go. Same deal with it. Claws and all, guys. Everything gets broken down. Everything gets used. Just like that. Oh man. There we go. There we go. And then write this one down again. There we go. I think I broke them all down. Alright, cool. Alright. So I got these broken down. Alright. And so I got my cluster still. Alright. Those knuckles. Just break these down like that. And there's a lot of good meat in there. this one. Just like that. Alright. We're gonna break that down a little more. And so the fish fry that I'm gonna use, to fry these up, I've already pre-seasoned, alright? And I'm gonna tell you, I'm just using a regular cornbread, yellow cornbread mix. And I'm gonna season it up and everything, and that's what I'm gonna use now. If there's a certain brand you like, whether it be Tony Satrin's or something like that, that's cool, you can use that. But I'll tell you, for this year, I just got me some really nice yellow cornbread mix. Just going real old school with it, guys, something my mom would do. Alright, and whenever she would do like catfish or anything, you know, she didn't buy like, you know, one, I already don't even know if it was available back then growing up. My mom would just, you know, she would get some cornmeal, season it up, and that's how we would have our catfish. Alright. Oh man, that's amazing right there. A lot of good meat in that right there. Right there. You just want to be careful there's still not any claw in there, any shell in that. Alright, so you just want to pick that out. And like I said, we're going to add this to our, we're going to add these to our gravy. Alright, got one more right there. Want to get all that meat out of there. Oh man. Alright, so we got the shells broken down, got our crabs broken down, guys. Alright. Hang out. We're gonna season these up, get them deep fried. Again, we're doing crab, deep fried king crab, and cheese grits. Alright guys. Alright guys, so let's go ahead and get started on our grits. So you know me, usually when I'm doing anything, I really try, and sometimes I do go over the top. It's the Virgo in me. Alright, so we're not doing just regular cheese grits. We're gonna do smoked Gouda cheese grits. Alright, let's go ahead and get started on it. Alright guys, welcome back. So we're gonna go ahead and get started on our cheese grits. Alright. So the first thing I'm going to do, instead of using traditional water most people will use with their grits, I'm going to go ahead and use, chicken stock. Alright, I'm doing about a cup and a half. Just like that. Alright guys, so I already got my pot nice and hot. Alright, so it's already coming to a boil. Alright, and so right behind that, I'm going to add a half a stick of unsalted butter to it. Alright, so we're going to do just a half a stick of unsalted butter to it. Alright, because again, with a dish like this, I'm going to add salt to it. I'm going to add some more seasonings to it. So again, we're just trying to watch the sodium levels that we're adding to our dishes. Alright, so we're going to bring that up to a nice high boil. Alright. Alright guys, welcome back. So we got our butter and our broth boiling right where we want it to be. Alright, so now we can go ahead and add our grits. Alright, we're just going to slowly add those in. Alright, we're going to let it boil for a few seconds. Alright, and the thing about grits, everyone knows, once they get to boiling and everything, then we want to give it a nice little soft stir. Alright, because we don't want them to be lumpy or anything, right? Alright, so we're just going to turn them down. And we don't want it to get lumpy, so it's about to stir. The thing about grits, guys, and you know, I've heard different methods, different things. It is that constant stir for me. Alright, for me it's that constant stir, and we just want to go ahead and stir it. And I'm that guy, I'll stir mine to death. I like cooking that starch out of it because I really truly believe that's where you're going to get your cream from. That's where you're going to get that creaminess, the no lumps and everything else. You want your grits nice and smooth. Alright, especially when we're doing a cheese grits, right? So I'm going to reduce this down now because I got the heat really where I want it to be. Alright, and grits are really instant. Alright, grits are instant. Alright, I can even remove it from the heat if I would like, which is what I'm going to do. Alright, I'm going to just remove them back from the heat. Alright, bring my camera down just a little bit so you guys can see. Alright, and now it's just a constant stir, guys. It's just a constant stir till I get it to that level of creaminess of where I want it to be. Alright. Alright, and we're gonna continue to stir. Alright. Everybody has their different methods. Some people like using a whisk. Some people like just using whatever, we used to call it a Kool-Aid spoon they have at their house. Alright. But again, it's just that constant stir with your grits. Alright, till you get it to the consistency you like. Guys, welcome back. So we got our grits right about where we want them. Alright, you see that nice creamy consistency that we want right here. Alright. So now, and I apologize, I didn't do it earlier. Alright, I'm gonna add a little bit of salt to them. Just a little bit of salt. Alright. And then we're gonna come with some black pepper as well. Alright. We're gonna stir all that in. And again, it's just getting that nice creamy consistency that we want in our grits. And look at that. Look at that nice beautiful color right there. Alright. Alright. And I like mine, you know, that thickness, that creaminess of them. Alright. Right in there. Alright. And then again, some people like theirs a little looser, I guess I would say. Alright. So, you know, if you want, you can add a little bit more water to it, or whatever the case may be. But just the thickness that I like with mine is right in there. I want it to have a lot of body when I eat my grits. Nice lot of body. Alright. Alright, so the next thing is the cheese. Alright, and I'm going to use some nice smoked Gouda that I've already grated up. Alright, and I'm going to just add these in batches. Alright, little portions like that, I mean. Alright, we're just going to add a little bit like that, and then we're just going to stir those in. And the heat from the grits is going to help that to melt. And it's going to again make this even creamier, a creamier dish. Alright. Oh man. And I'm going to tell you, yeah, you got to put the work in with good grits. Good grits, you're going to put the work in. Alright. A lot of people, again, they don't like to stir or whatever. I mean, you know, if you want that good flavor, you want people talking about your grits, you got to put the work in. Alright. And yes, that's where we want it right there. Alright. And then I'm going to come with the rest. And like I said, just the heat from the grits. These are not on the heat or anything or nothing like that. I got it grated down really nice and fine. Alright. And I'm just adding the rest of this smoked Gouda. Smoked Gouda, guys, like I said, I've used it now in a couple of other videos, a couple of other dishes. And smoked Gouda, just to me, I have just this new love affair with it. It's just the smokiness of it that comes from the dish that it adds to a dish. You know, that flavor profile. Because you know, whenever you cook something, you want to add those different layers of flavor to it and really get, you know, especially when you're entertaining guests or just even yourself. Sometimes you got to treat yourself. You know, a good dish. You know, like, man, you taste it, take a bite into it, and it's like, oh my God, this is there? You know, all right. And there we go. All right, guys, just like that. You know, those Quaker instant grits, I would tell you, they've been feeding kids and families for years now. Myself, you know, it's just something I won't get away from. Alright, but again, just that creaminess of them, and it's just real simple, guys. You know, just real simple. Just real simple. Nice heat, you know, let it boil down, get it to a nice boil, add you a little butter, some cheese, salt and pepper. Get ready to go to the house with that. Alright, guys. Alright, hang out. We're going to go ahead and fry up the crab legs. Again, we're doing deep fried crab legs with cheese grits and an andouille sausage gravy. Alright. Again, guys, thanks for watching Meals with Mack. Welcome back. Welcome back. Again, it's your favorite channel, Meals with Mack. And so, again, tonight we're doing, again, a brunch-inspired meal. Gouda cheese grits with deep fried king crab legs and an andouille sausage gravy topping. Alright. So the next thing we're gonna do here is go ahead and deep fry our crab legs. I got my oil going. All right, I'm right at a medium to high heat. All right. So what we're gonna do now is go ahead and we just want to test it, see where our oil is. I can kind of hear it popping a little bit. All right. I think we're going ahead and we're ready to fry. All right. I know some people like to drop water into their oil, and once they hear it, they're popping in it, that is good to go. I would tell you guys that's unsafe. All right, so you kind of want to avoid doing that. All right, but my oil is good, it's ready to go. So at this time, we're gonna go ahead and drop our crab legs in. All right, so I'm gonna just start dropping them in just like that. All right, and they're all ready. We're getting that good deep fry. I'm gonna bring my heat up just a little bit. All right, and they're already cooked, they're already done. All right, so it's not gonna take them long. We just want them to go ahead and get that, let the crust up and everything, let the batter crust up on it, and then we can go ahead and take them out. All right, and that's what we want right there. All right, I'm gonna go ahead and drop the other one in. All right, and those are our clusters going in, and let's go ahead and drop these legs in there as well. Oh man, those are looking good. Oh, those are looking good. Drop one more in there. And that's where we want to be at right there, guys. All right. All right, guys, welcome back. So we're done deep frying our crab legs, and I'm going ahead and I'm ready to pull these guys out. Let's go ahead and take a look at them. Oh man, that's what you want. Look at that. Look how nice and golden brown that is. Oh, there's another one. Came out really good. Oh, those look so good. So good. A lot of times, a lot of meals, you know, is pairing and combinations. How is this going to work with this? How is this going to work with that? And these deep fried crab legs came out amazing. All right, guys, let's get ready to plate. Hey guys, welcome back. So let's go ahead and get started on our frozen mimosa. And the star of this drink is going to be our Josh Fresco Rosé. All right, so the first thing we're going to do is start with the ice. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and ice down my blender. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and use a few cubes with this. All right, try not to make a big mess. All right, and again, we're going with, again, it's a Brunch-inspired meal. So what else is a better compliment as far as a cocktail than a frozen mimosa. All right, so we got our ice in. All right, we're gonna follow behind that with our orange juice. All right, we'll come right about there. That's 2 cups. All right, I know some people say, hey Mac, that's not enough orange juice, or for some of y'all, some of my alcoholic friends, that's probably gonna be, hey, that's too much. All right, so let's go ahead and get this in here. And this Tosh is really good. A good friend of mine recommended it. All right, so we're gonna try this tonight. It's a new adventure, guys. I've never really tried this one. All right, so we're gonna see how this one goes in the cocktail tonight. All right, let's see. So let it breathe a little bit. All right, and while it's doing that, we'll go ahead and add our strawberries. All right, I got about 4 really big strawberries that I want to use and let it, that we're gonna add to our cocktail tonight. All right. So we'll let this breathe for a little while. All right, let's go ahead and add in our Josh. And we're just gonna come over the top with that. All right. All right, go ahead and add our top back to it. Let's give it a blend. Oh yeah, that looks beautiful. I like the strawberries in there, the orange juice. So let's go ahead and pour. Oh, that looks good. Oh, that looks really good. I like the fragrance, the color profile that came out with it too, guys. All right. Then of course, let's add a little garnish to it. Clean up my viewing area a little bit. Look at that. You can see the ice and the strawberry right there in the bottom of the glass. It's gonna look really nice. Alright. I said let's put a strawberry on it just like that. So there we got it, guys. Our blended strawberry, frozen strawberry mimosa. Alright guys, so we're ready for plating. Alright, so we already have our strawberry frozen mimosa right here. Alright, so let's go ahead and do our cheese grits. Again, we did this with a smoked Gouda. All right, and I believe they came out just really, it came out really, really good. I love a good cheese grits. I will tell you it's a dish that can almost just stand on its own. All right, and there we go. Those just look beautiful. Oh man, that looks good. All right, and then we did our king crab legs. All right, I'm gonna place those just like that. Oh, that looks so good. That's a nice knuckle right there. Here's another knuckle. Let's put another leg right there. Just like that. All right. And then our gravy and sauce for our cheese grits. We did an andouille sausage gravy for our cheese grits. We're just gonna place that right over the top just like that. Oh, that looks amazing. Ooh, making a bit of a mess. Let's get a little bit more in that. Just a little bit more. Just like that. All right. And two. Always want something nice and clean. All right, and then let's do some Louisiana sweet chili sauce for our crab legs. Just like that. What we think, guys? All right, guys, so there we have it. Another beautiful meal tonight. Again, we did deep fried king crab legs, Gouda cheese grits with an andouille sausage gravy, infused with Uncle Nearest 1884, and a strawberry Hennessy mimosa. All right, guys. Again, thank you so much for tuning into my channel. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Once again, Meals with Mack.